Morning, good day. This is Srinivas, handling production planning and control. And today is lecture number 12. We have the topic is the types of production. Now, what are the types of production? So, scheduling section and the dispatching section in the of the administration. What is scheduling section? So, once the material arrives the godown, as discussed earlier, the 25,000 of cars should be produced for the first year. So, they need to place 5,000 chassis order. Once they are arrived and start working on that one, they need to place another 5,000, so that by the time this 5,000, first lot of 5,000 is completed, the second lot 5,000 is ready in the dockyard. Like that, they schedule, they take each and every minute detail of the production, and they keep ordering, and they make sure that the material is arriving. They also plan whether to make in or to buy in. That means if the particular object is made in this their factory, what is the cost incurred for that each object, and in case if it is outsourced, what is the cost incurred in this particular what is the cost incurred for this particular item. If it is outsourced, that means if it is a order is given to an auxiliary, what is the cost needed. So in that way they calculate the all objective. I mean, the main objective of this complete subject is to produce the quality objects and the low cost and provide it to the customer. So always there should be a complete research. I mean, continuously it is revised again and again, so that the best quality and best way is adopted. Because out of experience, the technology is changing, the machine changes, the people changes. So every time they need to review what best can be done. So how can I save the money? How can I save the time? How can I save the money, man hours? So always once these three are saved, ultimately the customer will be benefited as the product is ready at the low cost. So this controlling and dispatching section will help us in controlling all the materials. So how the plan, as I discussed earlier, the plan is executed or made a paperwork, and once the paperwork is ready and it is approved by the head of general manager, then they release the orders. Okay, people go ahead and start working. Then the release orders are prepared. Once the release order is prepared based on the P order, the release order is carried by the supervisor to the inventory people, and once they give the release order, they release the material. So that is the process what they follow in first step, what they follow in the production. So how the raw material is managed again. The raw material is kept in the dockyard and made sure that there is no overheads for that one. Overhead, since there is no theft and there is no damage, and we need to keep protecting the raw material. So again the process, once they started and it is flowing, the line, the production line should not stop anywhere. That is a basic principle in the production. So once the production, if it happens like due to some reason, if the production, the line is stopped somewhere, it creates a bottlenecks, and again it is a very dangerous, or it causes losses to the company. No material should stop flowing. So it should complete its operation on this one, and it should move to the next session. So any deviation, for example, if the work is happening fast, then they need to refresh the plan once again. If there is any delay in the work what they have planned, then they need to adjust accordingly, so that again the line is maintained. I mean, the time interval is perfectly maintained. So they always check the supervisor always has to check the deviations. For morning, for today, say I have to complete 5 cars assembly, I mean chassis onto the engine. Then morning he will receive the material, and by end of the time he releases, what is the status? The status is sent to the manager on the real time basis. That means if it is done today, if he sends the information day after tomorrow, it's of no use. So today, end of the day itself, he has to send the status to the administration manager, and administration manager will check whether it is in line with the plan. Okay, so the planning will be something and the production is something. Again, it is a deviation. So whatever is the deviation, whatever is the bottlenecks, it is happening, they need to adjust or correct it. So that is the job of the managers in that particular one. So nature of the production management. So it results the value addition, general part of general management, operative function, service sector, both art and science. So this is the production nature. And here is the production planning chart. So production planning control and production planning. So under production control, we have planning section, routing section, scheduling and loading. This comes under the workshop. And at the same time, after it is loaded, dispatched, follow-up, inspection and corrective action. So all these are sub-functions of the production planning. So I discussed routing and scheduling are the material movements from inventory, the dockyard to the workshop, whether it is happening on time or not, and what are the material, what are the vehicles that are needed to load this one, and whether it is happening on time or not, whether is there any delay in this one, is there any breakdown of the loading vehicle, and is there any breakdown of the huge machinery, is it under maintenance, whether it is happening, is the maintenance happening on time or not. So all these are perfectly monitored. So once it is perfectly monitored and reports are sent back, then only they can assure that the production is on time, and they can make sure that they can confidently give management that say that management the production is online and it will be delivered on. Now on coming to the dispatch section. Under dispatch section, under dispatching section, so once the product is assembled, like the process of I was discussing about chassis there, and the body and engine are fitted, then the parallel process like seats and the wheels should be fitted. And apart from that one, what are the auxiliaries that are fitted? That is the fourth stage where all the auxiliary or the parallel process will happen. And by end of the particular period, the car will be ready to dispatch. So before dispatching, it has to be checked thoroughly before delivering it to the customer. That is very, very important. So 1 lakh cars when it is produced, all may not be, it may not be possible to run and check all the 1 lakh cars. It can time consuming, and also it is waiting to the employee. So they take random samples and check whether they are up to the mark or not. Once they are satisfied with that particular lot, they will be they'll accept all. I mean, they approve all the lot, and that all lot will be sent to the dealer. Next one is follow up. So they check whether operations are happening on time or not. So if is there any delay, that follow-up information is very much important. From all the departments, they gather the information, they place it before them, and always keep on analyzing. They feed it to the computer and check whether the graph is on time or not. If the real-time graph is aligned with the estimated or not. Like for example, we launch a rocket in the Sriharikota, they have a predefined path until it reaches to the ozone or beyond the space. Now, once the rocket is released, they have a real-time graph on the screen. So if there is any deviation, then try to control it. If there is too much of deviation, then that is a failure. So like that, this production is also monitored against the planned graph to the happening graph. So like that, then the inspection is made, and if there is any correction in this one, it is dispatched. So the production process always deals with the best way of doing a job. So as discussed earlier, for a household in the person, it has to run smoothly. So the rice is purchased at a time like 25 kgs or something like that, a bag of say pulses, and a bag whatever it can be stored. So all that are purchased once in a month, and which are perishable. They are purchased every day on daily basis or weekly basis, so that they can save time and money. So every day they need not go for the vegetables market to buy them. If you have a refrigerator at home, they buy the vegetables at the big market or Santa, and they bring it home so that they can save money as well as time. And at the same time, they prepare the food for the day, and they put it in the refrigerator. And once it is needed, it is heated in the oven and it is consumed. That way, it usually runs the family like that. So core functions of the planning, scheduling, loading, dispatching, follow-up, and expedition. Now, next one is the functions of production planning. We already discussed the routing. So, what is routing? Routing again is the dispatching of the material from the dockyard to the workshop. So, what all should be done and at what time it should be done. For example, today I have to produce say 10 cars. I have to fit 10 engines to the chassis. Then, based on the every hour, the chassis and the engine has to be sent to the workshop by conveyor. So the conveyor speed will be set to such a way that every day it delivers 10 cars, 10 chassis and 10 engines. So like that the speed, the material at the same time, the material is planned from the dockyard to the workshops input of the workshop, and then it is assembled there and it is stored there, and by the end of that one it will be delivered to the next workshop where it can start working further. So all the sequence of operation is planned step by step and it is followed up by the supervisor. This one is the work centers. All the work center specific machines are department responsible for it. So they are aligned in such a way that the rework of the material, recarrying of the material from the work from one workshop to another workshop is eliminated. Like the input of the one workshop and the output of this workshop A should be the input of workshop B, and the output of workshop B should be the input of workshop C. In that way, the sequence of operations is planned and it is carried as per the so that it will needs a minimum transportation of the raw material. For tooling and equipment, again at the same time, for the tooling. So once if a tool is working on particular say object, now after production of 10 tools, the tool needs to be regrinded. So if one day production is 1000 and after every 100 of tools, the tool has to be grinded, then they place one tool and 50 cent for grinding simultaneously after the 1 hour, and again the second tool is placed in that one. So the tool is simultaneously sent to the regrinding and another tool will be ready. Like that the time standards will be set and it will be calculated. So this one is the loading and the dispatching. So as I discussed in the I discussed the loading. Loading is passing from how the material should flow. Like for example, if we have a group of workshops, if you have a group of workshops and the material has to be moved from one workshop to another workshop, then they place the material in such a way that there are minimum movements to the uh, raw material. Like for example, let's consider a kitchen where the woman will be working on the stove, and beside left side will be a sink for to cleaning, and at the back they have all the raw material that's needed for the kitchen. So the minimum movement of the woman, she can complete the cooking. So she is the best person uh, who can plan the kitchen. So always kitchen is woman is the king of the kitchen. So like that, so we also need to plan the movement of the raw material so that there is a minimum movement. So that it also needs the saving time. Next is dispatching. Dispatching is after everything is planned, the material is dispatched and it is reached to the workstations. So all this organization and production is planned in very well, and it is the planning which is the key of this production is done in the administration department, and once it is approved by general manager, so every detailed planning is done by the junior managers, and from there the supervisors. So once this plan is approved, they release the work order, then the take the material from the go down and it will be placed further. So in the planning section, every time they need to review the what, how, where, and when should the production, which will always save the, which will always give you the new ideas of in the production, because the technology is changing, the tools are changing, the machines are changing, the people are changing, so the people are getting experience. So can we place the juniors in place of experience because the systems are automated? So like that, the planning is always reviewed and to reduce the cost of the production. At the same time, the control operation section. So, thank you very much. I'll stop it here and continue with the inventory management in the next class. Thank you.
Like, share and subscribe. Hit the bell icon for more updates.